Hey, Christian Business Connect. Today is February 1st, and it's our new edition of Meet the Member with Jeff Heisner of Bottomline Media Coaching. So thank you for being here, fighting the cold, making your way out.
Yeah, I think everybody was fighting the cold this week, weren't they? I mean, it was pretty brutal out there.
Yeah, I gotta love technology and working from home and all that good stuff.
Yeah, thankfully you can work from home now, and it's much easier. I know, but GM shut down, everybody was shutting down. So.
Yeah, it was. Got a little Michigan, right? But,
yeah, and I'm from, the last 15 years before moving here 2 years ago, I was from Arizona, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a very different type of weather there.
A little bit, yeah. Right now it's 75 there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and do some business in Arizona in a couple weeks, and looking forward to a little bit warmer temperatures, that's for sure.
Oh, I can imagine. So I guess tell CBC a little bit about you, your company, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, well, my background is in television. So I was in television for about 20 years, and that's where I got a lot of the skills that I gained. And my wife and I kind of were two passing ships in the night where we had two young kids. We had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I was the weekend sports anchor in Phoenix, and she was a weekday reporter. So we saw each other like it was never. So in order for a little sanity and some family, we decided to get out of television. We started Bottomline Media Coaching, worked together for a little bit, and then just kind of grew the business. And television kept calling her back. So they really, she's now the assistant news director at WXYZ.
Oh, that's awesome.
So she's at Channel 7 and is second in command over there, and puts up with me and our kids, and that's great. And it's been kind of a fun ride, and we continue to work with Bottomline Media Coaching. I have clients from still in Arizona, a few here in Michigan too. So
nice.
We help businesses and professionals kind of craft their image and look better in the public eye.
Awesome. That sounds really exciting. So it's pretty much branding, PR, stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of what we do is media training. Really help people with their messaging, first of all, make sure that they're saying the right stuff, make sure they're getting their message out there so that they can connect with the public. And then also we do PR. We do the media training I mentioned as well. Okay. Obviously, that's kind of our bread and butter is the media training since Bottomline Media Coaching. And then I use a lot of my skills, which I gained and did through television and do a lot of video production. And I still love the storytelling, and that's one of the things that I really love and still get a chance to do with my business. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. So obviously there's a lot of different facets to your business. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite thing about your company and what you do and all that good stuff?
A lot of it is teaching and helping people figure out who they are, what their business is, and how they can brand it, how they can branch out, and how they can grow. So that's one of the big things that I love, and I love seeing our clients when that light turns on and we hit a home run with one of their messages as they're getting ready for that important media interview. The other thing we do is help a lot of companies with crisis communications as well.
Oh, nice.
So, and that's one of the things that we're going to be going back to Phoenix. We've got a wedding back there, and also we're going to be doing some crisis consulting. So looking forward to that, and obviously that's a huge piece of what we do and a very important piece for a lot of businesses out there.
Yeah, if you've made people mad, you got to do a good job at navigating those waters, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
finding a way to correct things, finding a way to get that message out and really kind of change the public perception.
Definitely. No, that's really awesome. It sounds like you have a very diverse product line, more or less, but still with the same niche of communication. And
yeah, we do. It's a lot of services, and I'll tell you what, we have that background in the media, so that helps out a ton. And being on the other side, asking those questions, asking those hard, difficult questions to someone else really gives us the insight and the knowledge to pass along to clients.
Yeah, definitely, because perspective is everything. And you gotta, that's, I think, an issue that we have as a society is not taking into consideration everyone's perspective, but you help people develop that and kind of figure out who's actually listening. And no, that's awesome. It's very needed in a lot of businesses.
Yeah, and especially in the hot take world that we live in right now of Twitter and social media, it's definitely one of those things that's needed.
So obviously there are cons to everything. Mm-hmm. What's your least favorite thing it is about what it is you do?
Least favorite thing, let me see.
What's the most challenging aspect?
Most challenging aspect would probably be, I'll tell you this. This was definitely the most challenging aspect when we first started is the business side of things. Understanding business and running a business and owning a company and figuring out, if this payment's late, how many times do I, get on him? How many times do I talk to him? What do I do?
Yep.
It's one of those things, and you have to learn how. It's not one of those things because I was always working in television. I was always an employee, and then we got out, we stepped away, and now I'm a business owner. So understanding that and understanding how to say no is another thing.
Yeah.
So, and that's a difficult thing because you're getting pushed and pulled in so many different directions. But figuring out, what's important and how you can really make a difference and how you can do what you love.
Yeah. So you mentioned that it used to be a challenge when you first started the business.
Mm-hmm.
How did you overcome all those obstacles? Was it just trial and error? Did you figure out?
It's a lot of error. It's a lot of error. Yeah. And it's just like anything you do. You learn from your mistakes. So the more mistakes you make, the better you should be off, and hopefully you're not making those same mistakes. So I think that's one of the big things. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. The business side is definitely the most challenging for most entrepreneurs and small business people. So.
Yeah,
I'm sure most of our viewers can relate to that.
Owning a business 101, or business for dummies or whatever would have come in handy, but there's a lot more to it than just that, as you know.
Yeah, and every business is different too. So well, you're still here, so that's all that counts. You're doing something right. You got through the challenges just fine. So I guess who's the ideal client for you?
Ideal client is anybody who is ready to get the word out about who they are, ready to, whether they're want to be a spokesperson, we can help them in that media training and crisis communications aspect. But someone who really wants to get their name out there, I think is a huge, would be a great client for us.
Awesome. So obviously we're a Christian organization.
Mm-hmm.
Our big theme or tag is be more through Christ.
Mm-hmm.
How do you use your background in your business to be more through Christ?
Great question. Well, a lot of who our clients are today, and actually I do help out Shepherd's Gate. I'm on staff there and work with an awesome communications department with Lisa, Dana, and Tara over there, who are award-winning communications department at Shepherd's Gate. So that's one of the ways that I can help out too. Just having that Christ-centered background, have worked in churches and schools, church-related schools too, for a number of years now, and love doing that. Love telling the stories. Just even like yesterday, we had a family where Shepherd's Gate gives away 13% of what they take in. They give right back out to the community. There was a need at McRest, so we were able to secure the funds that were brought in through the church and went out to McRest and were able to deliver a check to them, which was definitely needed. McRest, if you don't know, is in Macomb County. It's a homeless shelter, and they do so much more than just providing a place to stay, but provide that background or that foundation to get you on your feet and get you going again. So it was really cool. Got a chance to do that and talk to a family who helps out a lot at McRest, and they were able to present a check to them. But it was really cool. So
that's awesome. That's really awesome. I guess with that being said, what else sets you apart from your competition and whatnot? Why should people reach out to you and become your client?
I think one of the things is I've got great relationships with the media. If you're looking for public relations, or if you're looking to get your name out there, I've got not only at Channel 7, but also worked at Fox 2 in Detroit here a number of years ago with Dan Miller, Woody Woodruff, also with a bunch of folks out there, Amy Lang, Roop Raj. Roop's a great guy.
Nice.
So have some great contacts throughout Metro Detroit, also throughout the nation too. I've worked out Phoenix, have helped people in LA, you name it, Chicago, so all over. So I'm able to help you out, have that experience too. I think that's key. So I've been able to do this for a while and really enjoy what I do and have a passion for what I do.
And that's half of it right there. If you're not excited about doing what it is you do, that's why do it? So,
exactly.
But no, your background sounds awesome. Your services sound awesome. No, it's. Any other tips, news, notes for the audience before we sign off?
So obviously with the media training, I've had a chance to interview a number of different people, and whether it was John McCain, Condoleezza Rice, and Charles Barkley, Joe Montana, and all those folks, Bobby Knight. So had a chance to interview a bunch of those guys. And one of the interesting stories is whenever we would have Charles in studio, Barkley would always come in there. Okay, guys, we're going out afterwards, right? We're going out. We gotta go to the bar. We got the all set up for us. No one's ever there. We'll just have the whole place to ourselves. So he would always take us out, and Charles would. The great thing about going out with Charles is he would always pick up the tab at the end of the night.
Nice. I love seeing a lot of like the memes about Charles Barkley and stuff like that. I can imagine he's a fun guy to meet.
Great guy, and actually so down to earth.
Yeah.
You would never think that, and kind of he's out there and goofy, and but great guy to talk to, and so. And that was one of the cool things that I got to do with TV was always just meet so many different and interesting people.
Your experiences sound a lot more fun than some of mine. Well, congratulations on the success.
Thank you.
For those that want to meet Jeff, he and his company are tagged in this post. You can also find him at christianbc.com. His profile's there. Any other cool ways for people to reach you?
You can find us bottomlinemediacoaching.com. So check us out.
Easy enough. Well, appreciate your time once again. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. Great to be here. Great to talk and connect.
Yeah, and everyone else have a great weekend as we all work to be more through Christ.
Stay warm.
Give it a shot. It's supposed to be warmer, I think, this weekend. I hope.
Yeah, maybe some rain later on.
Yeah, if anything, it's Are you ending this video?
And that's a wrap.